Alright guys, so we out here down here in the garage with the neon, starting to clean up the engine bay. So right now I'm removing more crap. So right now I'm going to remove the throttle cable, the clutch cable, and the engine harness. The engine harness, I had to remove it with the SAFC wiring, which I'll unplug under the dash and fish it out. I'll fish out the clutch cable, I'll disconnect it from the clutch and pull it out, and then I'll disconnect the throttle cable, pull it out. And then we'll probably disconnect the brake lines, drain those into something, and pull the brake booster out. And then this engine harness, I'll probably just sling it over here for now until I figure out what I'm going to do with that. I want to tuck it, but it's a lot of wiring to tuck. We'll see how it goes. And then I'll have to remove the AC block-off thingy-majig out of the way as much as I can. Just little shit, knickknacks here and there. I'm just gonna start removing shit, and we'll be back once we have it all removed. So you'll probably, when I get back, we'll have no engine harness, no clutch cable, no throttle cable, and no brake booster. So, which is kind of cool though about this brake booster is instead of lines coming off both sides, it only comes off one side, and then it splits into the two for the rear, and then it splits into the two for the front. Which is kind of cool. Never seen that before. So, the front one will go into the two front cables, and then the back one will go into the back cables. The reason I'm saying that is for my own memory. So when I'm putting it back together, I can actually get it back together. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in a while. Alright guys, so just a little update. We got the engine harness removed. We got the oil pressure line pulled inside. We got the clutch cable removed. We got the throttle cable removed. The boost gauge removed. The boost gauge wiring removed. We removed the brake lines off there. We just taped it around real quick so I didn't lose too much fluid or whatever. I don't know. I just taped them off just to be safe. I tucked them under there for now. We're gonna end up, tucking these brake lines. I might have to cut them or whatever I'm going to do. The gas line's going to get replaced. I have a full gas line for it. AN gas line. All blue hosing or whatever. The real good shit. But, yeah. Now all I got to do is remove the brake booster and then the engine bay. Oh, I removed the AC block-off plate too. Other than that, I think that's all I removed so far. We got the brake lines all moved and out of the way, so now we can just start sanding down the engine bay and deciding whether we're going to paint the whole car, or we're going to paint just the engine bay, what we're going to do. But either way, one way or another, the engine bay is getting painted regardless, whether I paint the whole car or just paint the engine bay. I'd like to paint it all one color, but my rice life, I like to sometimes rice my shit out and have something looking kapow under the engine bay, but I think I'm going to save the kapow for the 240. But I'm going to climb in here, remove this brake booster, and I think I'm going to call it quits. I might hit a little sanding, but I doubt it. The core support definitely looks a lot better. You can see the whiteness, but that's just the purple power shit. There's no more grease on there at all. That shit was caked with grease. Looks great now. But yeah, remove this brake booster and we can figure out what we're going to do about sanding or what we're going to do. I don't know yet. I might even pull this this wiring harness through and tuck it. I just haven't decided yet. We'll decide when that time comes. First things first, removing the brake booster. See you in a little bit. Alright guys, so the dreadful part's about to happen. I got to remove the brake booster. The hardest part, the most uncomfortable part, the shittiest part of this whole job. So, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I'm not going to show you the process, I'm just going to show you how to do it. So, you got to crawl down in here all uncomfortable. And then you remove your brake light, which is this little switch right here. And you twist it counterclockwise, comes out. And then there's 1, 2, and then 2 more on this side. I don't know if you can see them. And there's 1, and there's 1 more up here. Boop. Take all 4 of those out, and then your brake booster will slide out. But first, you'll have to take off this clip on the brake pedal. There's like a little C-clip. Should be a little C-clip. Oh, it's on this side. Right here. You can see me moving it. You want to push it down. You can see the little pull-down thing. But it's kind of like a tricky one, where you have to push one thing out, push one thing forward and then push down all at the same time. It's a cock bag, but we'll get her. After I get all that shit out of the way, I will be back, because I can't record that. It's impossible. Alright guys, we got the brake booster out. Got those 4 bolts out. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that clip out, and here's our booster. We'll take it apart. We'll probably rebuild this, I guess I call it the master cylinder. And we'll sand this down, repaint the booster. Might even do a booster delete. I think they look good with a booster delete. I don't really need power brakes that much. I'll remove all that gay shit. I mean, that dumb shit. I think I need to replace my heater core because I have a little bit of liquid inside. I saw it running down the outside out here though, so if I can fix it from the outside, I'm going to fix it from the outside. But gotta have heat. Your boys gotta have heat. I'd do a heater core delete, but I gotta have heat, dude. I have to have heat. I had a car without my SRT swap, and the reason I sold it was because I didn't have heat, so it'd be pretty dumb if this thing didn't have heat and I kept it. So yeah, firewall's all access now. We gotta get that crap off there. It looks like crap. Another point. I wonder if I could just take the sandblaster, lay down a tarp, and just sandblast the fuck out of this thing and just call it a day like that. I'm gonna try that, you know? Fuck it. Just sandblast the living shit out of this with a tarp on the floor so I can collect it. It don't make a big mess. We'll probably try that tomorrow. I just don't know if I should remove the steering rack or not. Make my life a little easier. I think I'm gonna just leave it in there because you don't see this far down, you know, when the motor's in the car. The motor covers all this. You see a little bit, but not even now. Like the turbo blocks all this shit off. Turbo is like blocks from like here down. I mean, I'm gonna paint this. I want this looking good. I might even go back to all motor, but I fucking doubt that. Now that I've had boost in this car, it's more likely gonna stay boosted. Probably gonna put the belt motor in here too. Probably have to drill 2 holes right here for the hood stack. We see how it goes. We got to remove this fuel line, tuck these brake lines. I think we're gonna run the brake lines, if not up through here, then real close to the tunnel. It looks like a training tunnel, but it's not. It's just a tunnel, exhaust tunnel. Run across real low, and then up into the booster. We'll figure that out when that day comes. But, yeah. That way we don't have to worry about any heating issue on the brake lines. But, we gotta clean all this shit off so we can get it primered at least. Primer would be nice. That shit looks just so gross. Whatever. That's going to be it for this video, I think. We cleaned the bay out pretty well. Got the harness pretty much removed. Booster, the brake lines. A lot of shit's been removed. Next video will probably be us prepping it, which will be sanding it down. Maybe primer. I don't know. We'll see when that day comes. See if I can find a manual rack. Anybody out there got a manual rack they want to donate, hit me up. I know they're rare to find, but you can find them in 95. But hit me up for a manual rack, because I'd like to have one so I don't have to worry about all this grease shit. But, like I said, I think that's going to be it for this video. Probably have to figure out this power wire too, because if I do the wire tuck, that's no need for that. Or it'll just look gross either way. I don't like all this rust. This is the first neon I've ever had that had rust. I guess the first neon ever. Even about around the battery tray. This is the battery tray. I've never had rust on any of my neons. The rest of the car looks fine. It's just this side is fucking junk. I don't know. Guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, remember to leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. Oh, we need new bushings too. Go follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And all that shit's in the description below. Hopefully you guys read that once in a while. Or I just waste my time typing all that shit up. That's a good piece of heat shrink. But we'll see you guys next time for another daily video. We post videos Monday through Friday, so you definitely want to subscribe for that. And peace out.